Hey, Celtics Nation. The energy at TD Garden has been electric lately, and there's so much to dive into as Boston continues its push through the early stages of the season. The team has had its ups and downs, sitting at an 8-8 record, but amidst the challenges, one name has been steadily rising in the conversation: Jordan Walsh. The young forward has taken advantage of his expanded role this season, transforming minutes into meaningful impact on both ends of the floor. Last year, Walsh saw limited action, averaging fewer than 8 minutes per game, but now he is averaging over 17 minutes, and the difference has been unmistakable. His shooting has been efficient, knocking down half of his field goal attempts and converting over 40% from beyond the arc. Those numbers alone speak to his readiness, but his contributions extend far beyond scoring. Defensively, Walsh has become a crucial piece off the bench. His presence disrupts opposing offenses, and his defensive rating of 106.4 places him just outside the top 100 in the league, while making him one of the highest-rated defenders on the Celtics roster. He showcased his defensive versatility in the Celtics' November 16th win over the Los Angeles Clippers, holding his own against James Harden, a player destined for the Hall of Fame. Head coach Joe Mazzulla praised Walsh for his performance, noting that he consistently made game-changing plays and embraced the challenge of guarding multiple opponents throughout the contest. Opposing coaches have also noticed the threat Walsh poses. Clippers head coach Ty Lue remarked on Walsh's ability to frustrate top-tier scorers, highlighting his success in limiting Tyrese Maxey to a single field goal attempt out of 9 during a previous game. Walsh's defensive instincts, athleticism, and willingness to compete at the highest level make him a player whose impact cannot be measured solely by statistics. Looking ahead, Walsh's role in Boston appears to be solidifying, with the team likely to pick up his club option for the 2026 and 27 season. Patience and consistent effort have paid off, allowing him to gradually expand his influence on the court. Teammates have taken notice, with Sam Hauser acknowledging Walsh's dedication and ability to maximize every opportunity. It is this combination of talent, effort, and opportunity that has made him one of the brighter stories for the Celtics in this early stretch of the season. Meanwhile, Boston's recent victory over the Orlando Magic highlighted the team's offensive firepower. The Celtics dropped a season-high 138 points, shooting 60% from the floor and hitting 45% from three-point range. The first half alone saw the team amass 80 points, an extraordinary display of offensive efficiency that set the tone for the remainder of the game. Jaylen Brown led the way with 35 points and 8 assists, showcasing his dual-threat ability to both score and facilitate for his teammates. Anthony Simons, coming off the bench, added 23 points, further demonstrating the depth and versatility of the Celtics roster. The game was not without its tense moments. Boston held a 26-point lead that shrank to 6 before ultimately securing the win. The performance underscored both the team's offensive capabilities and the need to maintain defensive focus throughout the entire 48 minutes. Key moments in that game highlighted how the Celtics' collective effort translated into success. Brown's ability to attract defensive attention opened up opportunities for players like Josh Minott, who contributed 16 points in the paint thanks to smart spacing and timing. Jordan Walsh, though not always scoring in double digits, impacted the game with his defensive activity, rebounding, and playmaking, including a memorable wraparound pass to Brown in the corner. The game illustrated that scoring is just one component of the Celtics strategy. Players who can influence both ends of the floor are invaluable in executing Joe Mazzulla's system. Sam Hauser also had a resurgence, breaking out of a scoring slump by contributing 14 points, including multiple three-pointers and even a rare dunk, signaling a return of form that the team desperately needed. Anthony Simons, having adjusted to his new role in Boston after leaving Portland, demonstrated remarkable adaptability. The transition from starter in Portland to impactful sixth man in Boston was challenging, but Simons embraced it fully. In the win over the Magic, he shot 8 of 11 from the field, showing his ability to make the most of limited opportunities while maintaining aggressive and smart decision-making. His performance reflected both personal growth and the Celtics' ability to maximize the skill sets of their roster. Boston's early season journey has been defined by unpredictability, from commanding victories to unexpected struggles. But the team's ability to respond and adapt has been evident. The defensive contributions from Walsh, combined with offensive explosions from Brown, Simons, and others, create a dynamic balance that makes the Celtics a compelling team to watch night after night. Even in moments of adversity, whether it be an injury to a starter or a late-game surge from an opponent, Boston has demonstrated the resilience and depth necessary to compete in the league. Each player's development, from a young and emerging Walsh to seasoned contributors like Brown and Simons, reflects a commitment to both individual growth and team success. The Celtics' early games have also highlighted how key adjustments, whether tactical or personnel-based, can shift momentum. When backups are called upon or rotation changes are made, the team has shown an ability to adapt in real time. This adaptability is exemplified by players like Walsh and Simons, who have learned to navigate their roles, contribute efficiently, and embrace the challenges of a competitive NBA environment. Walsh's defensive versatility, combined with his growing offensive confidence, creates matchup problems for opponents, while Simons' ability to score efficiently and create plays off the bench adds a crucial dimension to Boston's game plan. As the season progresses, the balance between offense and defense, veteran leadership and emerging talent, and consistency versus unpredictability will be key in shaping Boston's trajectory. The Celtics roster features a mix of proven scorers, rising talents, and versatile role players, all of whom have the potential to make an impact on any given night. Games like the one against Orlando provide a glimpse into what is possible when each component aligns, with high-level scoring, smart ball movement, defensive intensity, and timely contributions from bench players all combining to create a dominant performance. As the Celtics continue to navigate the ups and downs of the early season, the development of players like Anthony Simons has become increasingly crucial. Transitioning from a guaranteed starting role in Portland to a sixth-man contributor in Boston was no small adjustment, and the early games exposed the challenges of adapting to a new system and expectations. Simons has embraced the role with determination, learning to make the most of every opportunity, and his performances have reflected both his skill and his ability to adapt. Against the Orlando Magic, Simons demonstrated his growing comfort in the rotation, scoring 23 points on highly efficient shooting and proving that he can contribute immediately and effectively off the bench. His ability to combine step-back three-pointers with drives to the basket has created a unique threat that opponents must respect, stretching defenses and opening up lanes for teammates. Boston's roster, though young in some areas, has shown remarkable depth and versatility. Players like Jordan Walsh, Josh Minott, and Hugo Gonzalez are emerging as critical components who may not need to score heavily to influence the outcome of games. Walsh's defensive impact, combined with occasional offensive contributions, allows the team to maintain stability even when stars like Brown and Simons are resting or facing tough defensive matchups. The Celtics' depth enables head coach Joe Mazzulla to experiment with lineups, maintain energy, and respond to the flow of the game, particularly in high-pressure situations when every possession matters. One of the most striking aspects of Boston's early season is the balance between explosive offensive performances and the need for consistent defensive intensity. The team has shown the ability to score at an elite level, as evidenced by the 80-point first half against Orlando and the 60% shooting overall, yet there are still moments when defensive lapses or unexpected surges from opponents create tension. Players like Walsh and Simons are essential in bridging this gap, providing both scoring and defensive energy that keeps the team competitive. Their contributions illustrate a larger principle that has become central to Boston's approach. The game is won not just by points on the board, but by execution, attention to detail, and the willingness of each player to contribute in multiple ways. Veteran leaders like Jaylen Brown continue to provide the foundation upon which this young and dynamic roster can grow. Brown's combination of scoring, playmaking, and leadership sets the tone for the team's mentality. In games where he is aggressive on offense and attentive on defense, the Celtics appear far more cohesive and capable of handling challenging stretches. His ability to both score and create opportunities for others is magnified when players like Simons and Walsh are able to complement him, showing that the balance between established stars and emerging talent is a driving factor in Boston's early success. The Celtics' early season performances have also highlighted the importance of adaptability. Injuries, rotational changes, and shifts in opponent strategies have tested the team's flexibility, and players have had to rise to the occasion. Neemias Queta's early injury against Orlando forced the Celtics to adjust their lineup and rely more heavily on small ball lineups, with Walsh or Chris Boucher at the 5. While these adjustments sometimes create challenges, they also showcase the versatility of Boston's roster and the ability of players to step up in unexpected situations. These moments provide invaluable experience for young players, building confidence and resilience that will serve the team throughout the season. Anthony Simons' growing confidence is a clear example of how players are learning to navigate their roles. The guard journey from limited preseason minutes to impactful performances in crucial games demonstrates both his individual talent and the Celtics' ability to develop players effectively. Simons' ability to contribute efficiently, make the right reads, and maintain aggression within the team's system illustrates the kind of adaptability that separates good players from great ones. His performances are not just about scoring points, but about understanding the flow of the game, controlling tempo, and making teammates better. Offensively, Boston has displayed a variety of strategies, blending perimeter shooting with paint scoring and balancing high-volume scores with role players who can create opportunities in specific moments. Jaylen Brown's ability to attract attention from defenders opened space for teammates like Minot, Hauser, and Walsh, while Simons' shooting and attacking tendencies create consistent pressure on opposing defenses. This dynamic allows the Celtics to maintain multiple options on any possession, making it difficult for opponents to anticipate or adjust. In addition, the team's unselfishness and willingness to share the ball amplify the impact of each player's contributions, ensuring that offensive efficiency remains high even when rotations shift or starters rest. Defensively, Boston's young players have embraced the challenge of guarding multiple positions and contributing to team schemes. Walsh's emergence as a defensive asset demonstrates the importance of versatility and effort in creating a cohesive defensive identity. Whether it is contesting shots, denying passing lanes, or applying full court pressure, players like Walsh force opponents to adjust their strategy and expend energy, which can be critical in high-stakes games. This defensive commitment, combined with disciplined rotations and strategic coaching decisions, ensures that the Celtics can compete against both high-scoring teams and those that rely on physicality and pace. As the season continues, the balance between offensive firepower, defensive commitment, and individual player development will shape Boston's identity. Emerging stars like Walsh and Simons are learning the nuances of their roles, while veterans like Brown provide the stability and leadership needed to guide the team through challenging stretches. The unpredictability of the early season has been both a test and an opportunity, forcing the Celtics to adapt, compete, and refine their approach on a nightly basis. Each game serves as a building block, contributing to chemistry, confidence, and the understanding of how best to leverage each player's strengths within the broader team strategy. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The NBA world is buzzing with speculation after reports suggest that the Boston Celtics have allegedly secured a deal for center Isaiah Hartenstein, sending shockwaves through the league. Insiders hint that this potential acquisition could completely transform the Celtics' interior game, sparking conversations from the hardwood floors of Boston to every basketball talk show across the country. Hartenstein, known for his size, mobility, and shot-blocking ability, is rumored to be the piece Boston has been eyeing to dominate the paint, and if true, it could signal a major strategic shift for a team that has long relied on a combination of perimeter shooting and veteran savvy. Fans are already imagining the possibilities. With Hartenstein anchoring the defense, the Celtics might finally possess the rim protection they've craved, allowing their perimeter stars to take more risks on the offensive end. Observers point out that his passing skills and ability to stretch the floor could integrate seamlessly with Boston's motion-heavy offense, creating mismatches that opposing teams will struggle to counter. While details of the contract remain murky, speculation is rife that this move is not just about adding depth. It's about redefining the team's identity in the postseason hunt. The rumor mill has also ignited debates among analysts. Some argue that Hartenstein's addition could make Boston a nightmare matchup in the Eastern Conference, forcing rivals to rethink their defensive schemes. Others wonder if integrating a player of his style mid-season might disrupt team chemistry, though insiders close to the Celtics hint that management believe his skill set aligns perfectly with the team's long-term vision. Social media has erupted as fans share mock lineups, imagining Hartenstein patrolling the paint alongside their current stars, with hashtags trending about Boston's new era of dominance. Meanwhile, other NBA teams are reportedly keeping a close eye, wary that Boston might have just secured a secret weapon in the battle for conference supremacy. The whispers suggest that this isn't just a roster tweak, it's a statement. Isaiah Hartenstein in green and white, if it happens, could change the calculus for every team with postseason aspirations. Whether it's hype or reality, one thing is clear. Boston's frontcourt just became the most talked-about topic in the league, and the rumor alone is enough to send shivers down opponents' spines. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.